Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to learn how to solve this lab as known as DOM XSS in document.write_sync using source location dot search inside a select element. Okay, so first we need to understand what how the we're supposed to, however, by any means we are supposed to pop up an alert box to confirm for a XSS attack, right? So let's access this lab first, and we'll try to understand what we have here. I have already solved the challenge, but I'm going to do it again. So let's go to any one of these. Okay, this is one domain here, and okay, so what it says, there is a vulnerability in the stock checker functionality. It uses the JavaScript document and write blah blah blah. Okay, so there is a stock checker here, right? So it says London, Paris, Milan. So let's try to first check for London. Okay, it says it's 78 units, and let's try to inspect this. So our first goal is to try to find any tag where we can break out and pop up the alert, right? So we'll try to do this here, as this is a drop down option. So let's see here what we have. Let's inspect this, and okay, it says London, Paris, Milan. There are three options, right? And okay, select name equals to store ID. Okay, this is some sort of, okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is here, this is the script. So guys, just keep in mind, whenever you're trying to find a DOM XSS, right? DOM, document object model, we always have to look for some JavaScript code here that may give us a hint. So this is some big chunk of code. We'll try to understand this code, okay, first. And I have already copy pasted here for you to understand. So basically there are three arrays here, right? In same like the drop down list: London, Paris, and Milan. So what we are doing here is we are storing these three variables, this three string, in a variable called stores, and we are creating a variable store. And what this URL search params mean, this URL search parameter is a JavaScript class which will give us the parameter whatever is there in the URL, right? So we have to understand this first. We are creating not a variable, we are creating an object here. So if you are familiar with programming, you must know that this whenever you're trying to assign any object with a new keyword and the following class, this becomes an object, right? So we are initializing an object here. And what this window.location.search means, first need to understand. So let's talk about this window.location. Okay, so window.location is nothing but the current URL part where we are. For example, say www.xyz.com, and this dot search means query search, right? This question mark I've already told you, and this question mark means this is the search, right? What we're going to search. And dot get store ID. So the store ID is the parameter here, store ID, and this can have any value. Say Paris. Okay, yeah, Paris. So this Paris will get stored in this object store, and we are going to document.write select name equals to store ID, right? So what we're trying to do here is, see here, there is a some select name equals to store ID. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so first is going to check if this is null or not. So if it is not null, that means it has some value like Paris. then it should document or write option selected as store, that is the Paris. And this loop, this for loop is iterating through this array, and is checking if this if the position of this stores, like if you're familiar with programming, the first position starts with 0, then 1, then 2. So this is at 0 position, this is at first, and this is at second. So if this matches, if the for 0, like London, is it equal to store, that is Paris? No. So it will not go through this loop, and it will print this. Okay, that is Paris, not Paris, sorry, um London. And then again it will go at 1, that is Paris. And is stores of 1, that is Paris, equal to Paris? Yes, it is. So it will continue. Now you'll ask me why we have done continue here, why they have done continue here, because this continue will skip this part, because it doesn't want to add duplicate values to the Dropbox. Here, see, it should not have duplicate values, right? So because we have already written Paris here. Okay, so again it will go in Milan, and it will search if is Milan equal to Paris. No, then it will give the with this option tag as Milan here, and at the end we are just closing this tag. Okay, so this kind of seems interesting, and I'm going to show you how we can find the vulnerability here. Okay, so the main vulnerability is in the parameter here. Okay, we have to inject something here instead of Paris. Okay, so you can see that this is an option getting started from here, and this option getting ended here, and this select here, right, and this select here. So what we are trying to do is we'll just try to make the alert pop up, right? So here we can see when we are trying to give Milan check stop. Oh, this has timed out again. Let's see from this part, and we will try to open our burp suite. I'll explain you why I have opened burp suite here. Okay, so yeah, there is this code here. Yeah, we'll open here. Yeah, and we'll check for again Paris check stop 451 etc. Fine. Okay, yeah, this array, yeah, this is the part here, and let's intercept this, and we'll try to check for Paris again. We'll intercept this request. Okay, so initially we have seen store ID here, right? Product store ID product ID equals to 1, and there is no such thing like store ID here. Yeah, now you must be wondering that why they have given store ID here, and why am I trying to teach you about store this particular URL, right? This store ID is not present here in this URL bar. Now why is it not present? Because I'm going to tell you one thing about web. So see, this is a form, right? This is a form, this here is a form, and this form has a method type post. So whenever you're trying to send any data through post method, that post method will hide the some values. Like if you try to enter any email or password by not giving post, or instead giving get method, then it will show you the password and the email right here in the URLs, which is not safe. Hackers can try to see your password and email here if you give here in clear text, or any even if it is encoded. So this post will make sure that it will hide here. So that is why to find that store ID parameter, I will try to I'm using burp suite. So here product ID is also mentioned, and as well as store ID. So store ID was not mentioned here because it is in post method, so that is why we have to check here in this thing, what you say, burp suite. So let's try to, now we have got this here, that, so I'll just forward this request and I'll just turn off the interceptor. So I just got the confirmation that store ID is there, so I can just manually type here store ID equals let's not say Paris, something our own, let's say code, and just enter. Okay, so you see, oh, this is interesting. In this Dropbox, code has been also included. Okay, so this is where we can try to give, we can try to execute our payload through this part. So if we try to check here what is happening, see, code is getting attached here. So this is not a good thing, right? So what if we, instead of writing our alphanumeric characters, we give a payload here? Okay, before giving the payload, we must try to break out of this option, right? We have to do in such a way that we can insert any other tag and call the alert function, right? So what if I try to break this by saying there is select, right, selected option. What if we try to close this option tag here? So there is nothing here. Let's see. Yeah, we're not able to close the option tag. Let's try to write a select tag here. Okay, let's see if something is happening. Okay, so we have successfully managed to close this select tag from here to here, right? So here we can do something. After this, after closing the select tag, we can try to write something. Now think of something which, how can we alert the function, right? So script won't work here because this is HTML. We can, why not try to load an image? Let's see if an image tag is created or not. Enter. Let's see and just inspect this part, and okay, select tag has been closed and image tag also has been created. So what can we do to, what can we do to make the alert function come in make in use? So how about I try to give any random image source which does not exist, and if this part, if this source part does not exist, we can call an event, say on error. Okay, if suppose this image tag is there, okay, and we are trying to call any source of image where this, in this whole website, this source does not exist. If this does not work, this event will definitely work. This will fire after this fails. That is why the name of this event is on error. I'm sorry, I tried to, let's make it here. On error equals alert XSS found. Close this tag. Let's see. Oh, we have, okay, this didn't work. Let's see what went wrong. Oh, so it's it's trying to not, it's trying to make this thing not work by giving quotes. So we can try to, instead of writing this whole thing, we can write either with a single quote. Let's see if it works. No, it didn't work. Okay, we'll just try to, let's see what happened. XSS, single quote, double quote, single quote, and there is some kind of sanitization here which is not allowing us to write anything under inside the single quote. So what we'll try to do is we'll just try to bypass this sanitization by not giving anything. Let's give a empty alert. Let's give an empty alert here and try to run now. Okay, see, this empty alert worked, and definitely this lab has been solved. Let's see what we did. Yes, this is working, and this source has managed to successfully failed, and this event has fired, and the alert function has popped up here. Let's say, okay, this also works. Let's try another event. Say mouse over. Mouse over. Oh, what is this? Okay, wait, just hold on a second. Okay, this is working. Okay, that didn't work. I made some mistake. Okay guys, this is the lab we have solved, and thank you for watching.